All right, well, hope this is working. Hope everybody can hear me. Going to be doing a quick flight out to Chicago. So I think I got everything set up. And what we're going to be doing is, boy, that echo is crazy. I don't know how to shut that off. I will have to figure that out. Okay. So let's get our Copilot working. Let's start setting up.
Roger.
Everything's firing up. Go to the MCDU and start setting up. Initialize our flight. Get our electronic flight bag rolling. We'll roll say intentions as well. Let's get that fired up. I can find it. I think it updated. Ah, there it is. Uh-oh. We'll let the Copilot do a lot of the calls today. Hopefully she's up for it. There we go. Wow, the vertical output is kind of crazy. Huh. That's why we do this. Try to figure out why things don't work the way things work. That's weird. Not sure how we can correct that, but we'll figure that out. At least you can see the flights in. I guess that's what matters. We'll fix that later. So we're going to import our flight plan, KDCA to KORD. We're going to start loading.
Refueling truck is on its way.
Refueling truck is on the way.
Please don't load aircraft.
I'm out for the walk around.
All right, good luck. So let's make sure that she set everything up on the overhead. Normally you'd wait till after refueling, but
Catering
APU's
vehicles
on.
their way.
We're going to turn the nav lights on. Make sure switches are working. Okay.
Fuel truck is in position. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and asked to do it.
No smoking on. Arm our signs. Since we're fueling, we'll turn our seatbelts on. Crew supply oxygen on. Ground control. Cockpit voice recorder test. And we'll check and make sure our suppressant system is tested. Ah, that's tested. Alright. I'm going to go into our menu again here. Continue setting up. Company sent us a message, so we're going to check it out. It's our load sheet for American Airlines 1200. That looks good. Do our initial. Here we're going to input our flight number, AAL 1200. It's going to ask for my cost index, so I'm going to go into my pilot's briefing. Our cost index is 56.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
GSX is taking care of all that. Request boarding. Let's
Boarding
get these
requested.
passengers aboard. Try to knock it out kind of quick. Alright, our cruising altitude today is 36,000. Flight level 360. Initialize our winds. Okay, right now we're waiting on fuel, then we'll wait on passengers. We're also waiting on IR alignment. It's like our systems. Alright. QNH is 3015. Go into my MCDU menu, and I'm going to get my clearance through the MCDU, if it works. Pre-departure clearance, we are, what gate are we at? Which gate we loaded into? B11.
I'm back. No issues on the walk around.
Yay for us. The ATIS ID. Get that real quick. Look on our EFB, my flights.
Passengers boarding starting.
And also tune in ATIS over here.
Visibility 10.
132.65.
Sky conditions.
India.
Broken at 11,000 feet. Broken at 25,000 feet. Temperature 4. Dew point -2. Altimeter 3014. Density altitude -1,500 feet. Advise on initial contact. You have information India.
Okay, our
Washington
departure request
Reagan
has been
National.
sent.
Information India.
Our fire altimeter is
1,452 Zulu.
3014.
Arriving and departing runways
Check.
15, 22, 19.
Guess that'll all load in when we do our
at 4.
weight and balance.
Visibility 10.
Send to the MCDU.
Sky conditions. Broken at 11,000 feet. Broken at 25.
Yeah, there must be a separate setup for a vertical output. So I think I'm outputting the vertical output to Facebook. Like I said, it's crazy. If you're watching and you can, click and like. Check me out on Facebook. Check me out on YouTube. Yay, it worked. Getting a message. So go to our received messages. 3015. Look down here. Departure request. KDCA 1200 received request being processed. All right. Clear Chicago. Wings 5 departure.
Event 9007 with information November requesting clearance to Chicago.
Inspect runway 1.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
7221 is our squawk.
Clear to Chicago via the Wings 5 departure, then as well, climb and maintain 5000, expect flight level 360, 10 minutes after departure, departure on 119.85, and squawking 1546, expect runway 1.
National clearance, United Airlines 1793 at gate 31 with information Lima, ready to copy IFR clearance to Chicago Air.
I'll switch over to ground because these guys get annoying listening to them. Pre-departure clearance set. Telex company dispatch.
Ground Air Canada 168 requesting clearance for pushback and engine start. Ground American 168 requesting clearance for pushback and engine start.
Departure runway 1.
American 168, pushback and engine start approved. Tail north.
Wings departure. Setting that up in our MCDU. The Ramey transition. Now remember, people, I'm not a professional pilot. I do this for fun. I make mistakes. So get used to it. All right. Aircraft is loaded. We have 138 passengers aboard. Got 17,186 pounds of fuel on board.
I'll have your clearance in just a second.
Send that to the MCDU.
Washington ground, Blue Streak 5065
sheet.
requesting push and start.
Calculator
I'll grab that
takeoff.
clearance. Give me just a minute.
Flaps 2 departure. Flex temp 62. We're going to send that to the MCDU. Okay, generally what I'll do is I'll pull up a chart over here. Oh, that didn't do it. Charts. So I use Navigraph, so I got it set over here. And generally, depends on the airport. This one's pretty simple. So I'll probably leave Navigraph on the airport, and I'll pull up the departure here. Wings 5. We're departing runway 1.
Ground JetBlue 420 ready for push and start.
JetBlue 420, Reagan ground, push and start approved. Tail north.
So it's practically an immediate turn
JetBlue 420.
to pick up revenge.
Blue Streak
Stay out of
maintain,
the
gun number tower.
airspace restrictions for Washington. The P-56 Alpha. They'll bust you big time. Fly over the White House, Capitol building, all that fun stuff. So yeah, we'll probably activate the autopilot pretty quick after departure and let that pick up. Check out our performance data, it's loaded. Check out our fuel, it is loaded as well. Showing our gross weight, 0 fuel weight. It's all set. Fire up our secondary flight plan, copy that. Everything appears set.
American 419 requesting push start.
American 419, push and start approved. Tail west.
Push start approved, tail west, American 419.
Reagan ground, Blue Streak 5554,
Let's get this fun
requesting
started.
IFR clearance to Syracuse Airport. As filed, I have information, Mike.
I'm going to have her handle the comms for most of it. Get our clearance for push and start, please. Can you call for push and start?
Hi, the security
call
and
for
safety
pushback
checks are all
now.
done. Are you good to start boarding?
Yeah, we've done it, but go for it.
Reagan ground, American
Go
1200,
for it.
requesting pushback. We have Sierra.
Yes, please.
Okay.
1200, pushback approved, tail north.
Hi guys, here's the load sheet for you.
Thank you.
Runway 33,
No
taxi
problem.
via
Have a safe
November,
flight.
Juliet Foxtrot, and cross runway 22, then Foxtrot. Requesting progressive taxi lights, Pipistrel Delta Roma Tango.
Before start checklist.
Roger, will advise when crossing runway 22.
Parking brake.
Set it.
Requesting
Takeoff speeds and thrust.
to get flight following
Toga.
for the VFR.
Set
Give me 1
and
second
check.
for that clearance.
V1, 1, 3, 3.
VFR
VR,
at
1,
below
3,
1000, squad
3.
4663,
V2,
and
1,
expecting
3,
runway 22.
6. Windows.
Pipistrel Delta Roma Tango.
Closed.
Beacon.
On.
Are you sure about that? Before start checklist completed.
It is not on. We will get it on. How about that? Beacon is on.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
Okay. Takes a little longer then.
Hello, Captain.
Hi.
We're ready for pushback.
Go for it. Gonna be asking which way we want to push. Took that too. Nope. Come on. Be taxing down to runway 1.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Right now we're just waiting on ground. Come on. They're actually working the aircraft, getting ready to push. Let's check the company messages real quick. Should be our final loading sheet.
Locking gear.
Yep. Pax 138. 0 fuel weight. Takeoff weight. That looks good. Let's see. We want the nose to the left, tail to the right.
Release parking brakes, please.
Roger.
Commencing push.
It's a
Due
push.
to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start
Oh,
until
yeah, we
push
got
is
you.
completed and brakes are set.
On behalf of the captain and crew, welcome aboard the
Reagan
flight.
ground, American
Make sure your
1739,
seatbelt is
ready
fastened.
for push and
Turn your
start,
seat back
stand
and
Charlie
place it in
31.
Full upright position.
American
Also, please turn
1739,
off
Reagan
all
ground, push and
electronic
start approved,
devices.
tail west.
Thank you.
Push and start approved, tail west, American 1739, thanks. Reagan ground, American 1234, requesting pushback and engine start here at stand Bravo 28.
Alright, little man. We're coming out. My co-pilot. Don't run into me. Copy a number. Okay, let's set our initial altitude is 5,000. Gotta run right under the airplane. See ya. Crunch. I'm gonna actually start firing this up. To piss off the ground crews. Oh well.
If I can get everyone's attention, we will now review safety information regarding the flight today.
Parking
When
brake
you see
set.
the seatbelt sign illuminate, you must fasten your seatbelt. Insert
Starting
the metal
engine 2.
fittings, one into the other,
Okay.
and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. You can release your seatbelt by lifting the
Right,
upper
overlap
portion
these
of the
starts.
buckle. It's preferred
Starting
that you
engine
keep
1.
your seatbelt fastened
Okay.
throughout the flight in case of turbulence. There are several emergency exits throughout this plane. Please take a moment to locate your closest exit. In some cases, your nearest exit might be
Here I'm
behind
watching
you.
my engine
If we need
spool
to
up.
evacuate the aircraft, floor-level lighting will guide you toward the available exits. Doors can be opened by moving the handle in the direction of the arrow.
Engine 2 is available.
Each door is equipped with an inflatable slide which can be detached and used as a life raft. Oxygen and air pressure are always monitored throughout the flight. If decompression occurs, an oxygen mask will fall from the ceiling in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen,
Squared
pull
away.
the mask towards you and place it firmly over your mouth and nose.
We're looking
Secure
for
the
that
elastic band behind your head
nose
and
wheel
breathe
pin.
normally. It might seem like the bag isn't inflating, but oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you're traveling with a child or someone who needs help, please
After
secure your own
start
mask
checklist.
first. After that, you can assist the other person. And please keep your mask on
Anti-ice.
until a crew member advises you
Off.
to remove it.
Ecom
In the event
status.
of an emergency, please assume the bracing
Checked.
position. Lean
Pitch
forward
trim.
with your hands on top of your head
Set
and your
and
elbows
checked.
against your thighs,
Rudder trim.
ensuring your feet are flat
Neutral.
on the floor.
After
pin
start
guy.
checklist completed.
Got the pin. We're ready to roll.
Armrest.
Clear left side.
Instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch
Clear
and
left
remove
side.
the vest. Slip
Clear
it over
right
your
side.
head and bring the straps around your waist. Adjust the straps at the front. To inflate the vest, pull
Brake
firmly
check.
on the red cord when leaving the aircraft. If you need to refill the vest,
Pressure 0.
blow into the mouthpiece. Also use the whistle and light to
Flight
attract
controls.
attention.
Check.
Your seat bottom
Ready?
cushion can be used as a flotation device.
Full up.
Pull the cushion from the seat,
Full down.
slip your arms into the straps,
Neutral.
and hug the cushion to your
Full
chest.
left.
Electronic
Full
devices
right.
like phones and laptop
Neutral.
computers may be used
Full
only
left.
when the
Rudder.
seatbelt sign is off and when permitted by
Full
the
right.
crew. Mobile
Neutral.
phones must remain off throughout the flight.
Alright, we're ready to go.
Remember that this is a non-smoking flight.
Call for a
Also,
taxi
damaging
clearance.
the smoke detectors in the lavatories is prohibited by law. You will
I'll
find
call
all
for
safety
taxi now.
information in a card located in the seat pocket in front of you. It is recommended that you read it before we take off.
ready to
If you have any questions, please ask
Gas is
myself or another
standby.
crew member.
APU
We
is
hope you
bleed.
enjoy your
APU
flight.
Come off.
American 1200, runway 1 taxi via Kilo 5, Papa Juliet.
Kilo 5, Papa Juliet.
Runway 1, Kilo 5, Papa Juliet. American 1200.
Okay, got it. Taxi checklist.
Flight controls.
Check.
Checked. Flap setting.
Config 2. Config 2. Config 2. Set and checked. How about that? Set and checked.
Config 2. Radar and predictive wind shear system.
On and auto. On and auto.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Ecom memo.
Take off. No blue. I'll square the
Taxi
cabin
checklist completed.
All portable electronic equipment and mobile phones should be switched off as we are now about to start our pre-flight safety briefing.
away. Oh no, the pre-flight safety
We are now going
briefing.
to take you through our safety procedures and equipment. As this information is for your benefit, we ask you to watch and listen carefully. The safety card in your seat area shows details of escape routes, oxygen masks, and the life jacket.
I do not have the graphics turned up. I got an old computer.
You must adopt in an emergency landing.
I'd rather have it a little more accurate than
Escape slide.
great
Leave all
looking.
hand baggage behind and remove high-heeled shoes as they may tear the slide. Please now ensure
She would
that
ask
your
for
table is
clearance to
folded
cross,
away.
but
Your
they got
seat
us.
back is upright with the armrest down and
They
your
didn't give us a
seatbelt
hold, so
fastened.
we're crossing.
The seatbelt is fastened and adjusted like this.
American Ground, American 1944, stand Charlie 52, request pushback and engine start.
You must go back to your seat.
American 1944, pushback and engine start approved, tail
For
north.
your own comfort and safety, we
Pushback and then just start approved. Tail North, American 1944.
To avoid being disturbed in flight.
American 1200, contact tower on 119.1. Have a good afternoon.
If the cabin air supplies fail,
Switching to tower on 119.1. American 1200.
will appear automatically. Stay in your seat and pull a mask towards you. This will open your oxygen supply. Place the mask over your mouth and nose like this, and breathe normally, adjusting the band to secure it. Do make sure your
Reagan
own
Tower,
mask is safe
American
to pull
1200.
out anyone
Good
else.
afternoon. Holding short of runway 1. Ready for departure.
Your life jacket is underneath or beside your seat. In the event of landing on water, remove the life jacket from its container and put it
American 1200, Reagan Tower, runway 1, winds 160 at 4. RNAV Rev G, cleared for takeoff.
To inflate, pull the red toggle as shown. The air can be topped up by using the mouth.
American 81, contact departure.
Here for attracting attention.
Runway 1. RNAV Rev G.
Do not
Cleared for
inflate the
takeoff.
life jackets
American
until you're outside
1200.
the aircraft. We will supply
Cleared for
life
departure.
for babies and life jackets for infants.
Cleared for departure.
Finally, ladies and gentlemen,
Runway
we
enter
vote your
procedure.
safety card and take notice of the fasten seatbelt sign. May we
Takeoff
remind you
runway
that
confirmed.
electrical portable items such as games,
Approach path
clothing,
clear of
and
traffic.
work-lighting equipment may interfere with the
Cabin
aircraft's
crew be seated for
and
takeoff.
must be switched off during takeoff and landing. Portable telephones must be switched off while the aircraft engines are running. As this is a no smoking service,
Lineup
no
checklist.
smoking signs will remain on for the duration of the flight.
Takeoff runway.
Permitted at any time whilst on board. If you have any questions,
01 confirmed.
please ask one of the crew. Thank you.
01 confirmed. Confirmed.
Southwest 73, welcome to Reagan. Contact ground on 121.7.
Confirmed.
Ground on 121.7, Southwest 73.
American 234, contact departure.
Confirmed.
Departure, American 234.
Set and checked.
Runway 01 confirmed. TCAS.
50%. TARA. Set and checked.
Packs 1 and 2.
Off.
Lineup checklist completed.
Takeoff.
Check.
Full power. Half nose down. Of course, they're taxiing across the runway.
Thrust set.
100 knots.
V1 rotate.
Rotate. Oh. Positive rate.
Gentlemen, you can now
Positive
use
climb.
electronic devices.
This is
Gear up.
As we reach our cruise
Gear up.
altitude,
4 miles
flight attendants will be coming by with a drink cart. Now relax and have a great flight.
Vision Jet 904, Oscar Mike, Reagan Tower, roger.
Throttle climb.
Vision Jet 4, Oscar Mike, contact departure.
Vision Jet
See the Capitol building out on the distance.
Packs are on.
American 1200, contact departure on 119.85.
Flaps 1.
Departure on 119.85.
Speed checked.
American 1200.
Throttles are set to climb. Disable ground spoilers.
Potomac approach. American 1200. Good afternoon. Passing 1000 on the climb.
Flaps 0.
Speed checked.
American 1200, Potomac approach radar contact. Climb and maintain 5,000 vectors to RG3, then is filed. American 2775, contact Reagan Tower on 119.1.
Climb and maintain 5,000. Vectors to RG3, then as filed. American 1200.
American 1200, climb and maintain flight level 210.
Up to 210.
Climb and maintain flight level 210. American 1200.
We're direct to RG. Climbing through 5,000. Everything looks good.
Over to Reagan
Drink some
Tower,
water.
119.1 at 5 DME, American 198.
American 198, contact Reagan Tower on 119.1.
119.1, American 198.
I'm sure to lever symmetrical.
17, contact Potomac approach on 122.200.
Something about the throttle body I use, it's hard to set these throttles into the detents. You gotta get it just right, play with it a little. Kind of messes things up. Alright, so we're climbing through 10. To make sure she hits the landing lights at 10,000. Yep, she did. I get dinged for that by the airline. Everything looks good there. No need for any icing. Alright.
American 1200, climb and maintain flight level 280.
Up to 280 for 12.
Climb and maintain flight level 280. American 1200.
280 set, or flight level 280. Above 10,000, picking up speed.
One Mike Juliet, contact Reagan Tower on 119.1.
119.1. 1 Mike Juliet.
Appears to be working. I have to adjust that. But it does seem to be working. Yeah. We'll have to change that up. It is on the wrong live stream. Ah, okay, well, that's gonna have to change. That's my old Facebook account. We'll change that later. So y'all on my SCA page, hi. Crossing the wings at 5,000. We're well above that. What's our temperature? Oh, we're good.
American 1200, climb and maintain flight level 330.
Up to 330.
Climb and maintain flight level 330. American 1200.
Let's see what our arriving weather will be in Chicago. Winds are 350 at 4, 10 statute miles visibility, few at 3,000. Negative 12.
Alpaca
Altimeter
103, contact Reagan
3040.
Tower on 119.1.
Not bad. Should be fine.
Contact Tower 119.1, Alpaca 103.
Planning on 28 Center in Chicago. The Watson 4 arrival. I'm gonna wait to input it until they say. Last time I did it, they messed me up, but I did learn something. There's like a little tippy trick when switching approaches in the MCDU on the A320. Above 18,000.
Standard cross-checked. Passing flight level 190. Now,
Alright, still climbing. Seatbelts off. We're at a 5-degree climb. Let them roam about the cabin. Cabin crew, you're free to dispense drinks and food.
Maintain 3500, turn left, heading 345.
3500, turn left 345.
Denver 5 Foxtrot Alpha, contact Reagan Tower on 119.1.
119.1.
American 1200, climb and maintain flight level 360.
Climb and maintain flight level 360. American 1200.
Alright, 360 set. Clear rad nav. Clear rad nav.
Okay.
Clear rad nav. Sometimes the AI doesn't listen very well. And I'm having a little trouble talking, if you can't tell. I'm missing a tooth. Got it pulled last week. So I'm not talking quite normal.
American 1200, contact Washington
Okay.
Center on 133.55.
133.55.
United 315, contact Dulles Tower on 134.425.
Switching to Washington Center on 133.55. American 1200. Washington Center, American 1200. Good afternoon. We're climbing to flight level 220 en route to flight level 360.
American 1200, Washington Center. Climb and maintain flight level 220, then expect flight level 360.
Oh no, we're already climbing through 240.
Climb and maintain flight level 220, expect flight level 360. American 1200.
Washington Center, American 1200, already been cleared to flight level 360.
Washington Center, Vision Jet 70 Delta at flight level 290.
Vision Jet, November 70 Delta, Washington Center, roger. Vision Jet 70 Delta, traffic at your 2 o'clock 6 miles at flight level 260. Airbus A320.
Vision Jet 70 Delta, we've got traffic in sight.
It's going to be a good flight. So, I think what I'm going to do when we enter cruise for these flights is I'm going to incorporate AI into a little fun thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up ChatGPT. Love ChatGPT, use it at work all the time. And I'm going to ask them what are the top 5 news topics for the day. Then we can sit and chat it up.
Washington Center, Adirondack 830 Tango Charlie, requesting IFR to Plattsburgh, New York.
I'm going to turn down the
Washington Center, Adirondack 830, requesting
volume of
IFR
comms a
clearance
little
to Plattsburgh, New York, with you at 12,000 feet.
That's good. Okay, so
Second for that clearance.
what I've done is I've asked ChatGPT what are like 5 interesting topics to discuss. News, politics, whatever. So I said, you know, within the last 72 hours, let me know what is interesting. So, first thing was a tech. And Amazon is pushing an AI for everything. And it's really bringing up new antitrust scrutiny. They're rolling out a massive AI integration plan across its marketplace and AWS platforms. It's embedding generative AI into product listing, search ranking, pricing tools, and logistics optimization. So, almost immediately, of course, U.S. regulators began examining whether Amazon is leveraging its AI in ways that give them unfair market advantage. Well, duh. why else would you use AI? And why else would you do it? So that you can increase your profit margins. I mean, that makes sense, right? I mean, they're a company. They're not there to, make people feel good. They're there to make money. So what Amazon's doing, they're going to auto-write product descriptions, auto-price items, and detect low-quality sellers. Wow. Now that's a plus. Or, excuse me, a plus. Low-quality sellers, yeah, getting rid of the, excuse the term, the shit bags. Yeah, bye-bye. Auto-price items. I've heard of this. I don't know if somebody said Walmart or Target was doing it. I don't remember which. But they had said that, as people enter the store, it's actually, some type of AI algorithms deciding what they think that they're going to head and purchase. Like, I think there was a lawsuit with a woman carrying a baby, and it like jacked up the price a couple cents or something. So yeah, I could see that being a thing. Critics argue that this gives Amazon enormous power to tilt the marketplace toward its own productions. Well, yeah, or its own products. Yeah, of course. So, yeah, that's kind of interesting. I guess, if it really works out really well, your shopping cart will become self-aware. Let's see, the next thing that ChatGPT became is weather. Of course, I've been reading up. I guess this winter's supposed to be tough. And over the holiday weekend here in the East Tennessee area, it's supposed to get pretty dang cold. I guess there's a powerful atmospheric river that's pounding the west coast. Flooding and mudslide warnings issued. So this is from NOAA Briefings, National Weather Service. A strong atmospheric river slammed into California and the Pacific Northwest over the past 72 hours, bringing torrential rain, flash flooding, 4 to 8 inches in 24 hours. That's a lot. A lot of gusts. Boy, that would have sucked to be flying in that. Yeah, it really sucked.
Delta 1695, Washington Center, good afternoon.
Maintain flight level 370.
This is the radio traffic there. Stupid funny stuff. And this is kind of a flight-related item. The TSA confiscates an emotional support squirrel. Again. Let that sink in really quick. Again. An emotional support squirrel. I would never think about flying with a squirrel, because I kind of think back to National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation and like the squirrel running rampant through the Christmas tree. Can you imagine that on an airplane? Hey, we got a squirrel in the cockpit. No, thank you. But I guess the TSA officer stopped a passenger attempting to board a domestic flight with a live emotional support squirrel tucked into his jacket. When asked if the animal was declared, the man insisted he's trained. He's a trained squirrel. TSA disagreed, and terminal chaos ensued. Saying the squirrel escaped temporarily and ran across several rows of seats. You're kidding me. How do you let your emotional squirrel out? The TSA classified it as a nuisance rodent, their official term. No kidding. Passenger claimed the squirrel can sense anxiety. Yeah, well, if you've got an emotional support squirrel, you must be anxious. And the airline, of course, said emotional support rodents are not permitted on board. Thank God.
Northwest 8001, Washington Center, climb and maintain flight level 380.
Kind of scary.
Climb and maintain flight level 380.
Yeah, that was a couple of news stories from ChatGPT. We'll do those. It's kind of neat, kind of fun. We're about to hit the top of our ascent. Get into our cruise. We're over at Bench. We're about to arrive at Bench, at the top of our cruise. So I'm going to do a really quick setup. I'm going to pull the weather for our destination. So KORD, we'll refresh, do a quick entry. Altimeter 3040. Enter that. Temperature -2.
Bravo airspace. Exit the Bravo immediately. Advise when ready to copy phone number for possible pilot deviation.
Ooh, somebody got a phone number. You hear that? Possible pilot deviation. I'm going to take away your license. That would suck. Winds are 350 at 4. And we're going to take a quick look at the chart. KORD. So we're going to shoot the runway, the ILS for runway 28 center. So we're going to look at it here. Brief it really quick. It's got all the frequencies here. Decision height for the ILS is 851 feet.
1,000 to go.
You can enter that into the barrel section. Landing config showing config 3 would be full. So the missed approach on the Chicago. Climb to 1,100 feet, then a climbing left turn to 4,000. On heading 215, then inbound to the VOR, DPA. To DPA, VOR, and hold. Okay. We'll look at that again. We enter that into the MCDU for the arrival. We're about to hit our cruising altitude.
Aero 4 Juliet Whiskey, Washington Center, contact. Potomac approach on 119.85.
Approach on 85.
So my ACARS didn't set up. I don't know why. Something to reconnect. So there's different like flight tracking. There it goes. Hey, I picked it up. All right. Maybe that's why some of my in-cockpit stuff wasn't working. Oh, my mouth hurts. So task items to do after the flight. Figure out why I can hear myself and why it's messing me up talking. Hopefully it's not reverberating for everybody else. Fix the vertical output somehow. It's in OBS using Streamlabs for the streaming. Hoping everybody can see the, at least in the horizontal output, got a flight bar that's showing everything. It looks like it's working. Definitely a noob streamer.
American 1200, please expedite your descent to flight level 220.
No.
Descent to flight level 220, American 1200.
Washington Center requests flight level 360. See if that fixes the AI.
American 1200, climb and maintain flight level 360.
Yay, it fixed it.
Climb and maintain flight level 360.
Sometimes the game messes up. Let's go ahead and reset the volume on that. I can also set it in the airplane. I might do that. Alright. Hopefully, I'll get some cool new cockpit stuff for Christmas. I want to pick up the glare shields.
Washington Center, good
Stuff right
afternoon.
there.
Citation 033 is climbing through 180 for
Fix that a
330.
little. Hey.
Citation Theory 33, Washington Center. Climb and maintain flight level 370.
Look at me, look at me.
Flight level 370 for Theory 23.
Hi. I think that was
Ladies and gentlemen, you may now unfasten your seatbelt and move around the cabin. The flight attendants are coming by with beverages and food at this time.
That's not
Enjoy
bad.
the rest of the flight.
It'll work for right now. Check and fix that even more. Ugly mug. Straighten it. I think it's as straight as I can get that. Oh well. See half my face. Hey.
Washington Center, United 1702 Heavy, request transfer en route to Indy Center.
Alright, so
77,
I am a private pilot.
1702 Heavy.
I am not current.
United 1702, contact Indianapolis Center on 124.77 for further instructions.
I don't fly anymore because of cost. Don't have a medical right now, and I got some health issues, so I don't think I'd get a medical approved at the moment. It sucks. Turn that down a little bit. 'Cause I love flying. So this is how I get my fix. My wife Kendall's awesome. She keeps me in check when it comes to purchasing. If it weren't for her, I'd probably own an airplane, or try to.
Washington Center, roger. The plane's altimeter 2985.
The plane's altimeter is 29er. Thought that everybody's altimeter.
American 128, roger. Continue approach to Reagan.
So, the week before Thanksgiving kind of sucked. Had a real bad toothache, so I went in for an emergency dental visit, and yeah, it just didn't work out very well. So they said, "Oh, I think you need a root canal." So scheduled root canal. They got me in like that same day. I was like, "All right, sweet, get it taken care of. It's a root canal. We'll fix it." So got in. He started doing the root canal, and I had an old metal filling. I guess it had cracked and got nasty underneath it. So they got halfway through the root canal and said, "Oh, by the way, your tooth is cracked. We can't finish." So they packed it back up and said, "You'll have to schedule with someone else to go have it pulled." Yay, more fun. Ain't nothing like two doctor's office or two dentist visits back to back, day to day. So the next day I went and they pulled the tooth. And to be honest, the dentist was great. He did a good job. I didn't really feel anything. When he first started, I did. He numbed it again, and then it was gone. I didn't feel anything. But, being a bigger dude, I guess my teeth are bigger too. And he was a big dude, ex-Air Force dentist, and he was torquing on that thing hard and finally got it to budge, and it cracked, and he had to dig out a root. Thankfully, I didn't feel anything, but days after I did, they gave me some good meds. It helped. And they did bone graft for an implant. I'll go back tomorrow. Hopefully everything's all right with it for tomorrow. That stuff's expensive, and insurance doesn't cover any of it, of course. Insurance hates to cover anything. Gotta hate insurance. Pay good money for it, and then we don't want to pay for that. Of course not. Alright, so I'm checking my messages. The airline has no ADC requests or required. So that basically means if I got a delay taking off, they're going to ask me why, and I've got to send them a reason code. Alright. We're good there. We were off on time for our schedule. So I belong to a virtual airline. It's American Airlines Virtual. It's kind of cool. So I think there's a couple hundred pilots that actually fly in this virtual airline. They set it up just like an airline, as much as you can. They post scheduled flights that you can fly. So you can pick like actual scheduled flights. I think they're real flights, and you fly those scheduled flights if you want. You record your flights on flight tracking, and then you turn it in, and you get mileage and points, and you can. Every once in a while they hold like raffles, or like they're doing like a Christmas thing where if you fly a certain flight for each of the days of Christmas, you can, after you finish the flight, you can roll on a wheel and get additional hours and miles. It's a rank structure, so right now I'm like the first rank, which is like first officer. So I can fly like your smaller jets, like your A320s, A319s, 321s. Then you go to like captain and then senior captain.
American 128 descend and maintain 7,000.
A little bit bigger aircraft like the
American 128 contact Potomac approach on 124.2.
350. Senior captains, move up to say the Airbus A380.
American 128 descend and maintain 5,000.
Boeing products and whatnot that you could go that route, but I want the Airbus route. I like the Boeings, but man, Airbus, just something about these quirky little airplanes. Okay, just on my messages, I just received a message from dispatch. Just an update on my planned flight for my cruise. My dispatcher, Lisa. Let's see if I can pick up the
3333, climb and maintain flight level 420.
Flight level 420 for Theory Tree Tree. Copy. Flight level 420, Theory Tree Tree.
Court notified. Let's see if it does it.
Climb and maintain flight level 260, hyper positive 0, Sierra Bravo.
It says that you're notified 1640 Zulu. Connection status is no active ATC as of yet. Let's see if it actually comes through or not. It's hard to talk this much with my mouth. So on the vertical, I guess that's a Facebook feed, you can see the bottom of the sock. So that's actually a tip jar. Hopefully someday if I ever get a lot of people that watch, which right now nobody's watching. So if you watch it in the future, try to catch me at some point. The tip jar is just going to basically be to keep my sim gear working. Any updates, or I'd love to get a new computer. That way I can upgrade to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Right now I'm using 2020, which works. It's good. But 2024, if you got a good PC, man, that thing looks awesome. I've seen some videos and it's almost photorealistic. It's crazy. Crazy good. Of course, I started flight sims back in the old flight sim days where it was like 8-bit graphics. Yeah. Things have certainly moved ahead, as you can see. But, oh, it worked. Look, ATC message is flashing right here in the corner over here. So we're going to check our ATC messages. Our log on is accepted. Nice! Nope, not beeping at us. Right here, log on accepted. Nice. So KORD is active. So they'll send us messages throughout the flight. It's kind of cool. I guess it's just like the real thing.
Indianapolis Center, American 1200, good afternoon, maintaining flight level 360.
She just transferred over to Indy Center. I think you can input the center.
American 1200, Indianapolis Center, good afternoon.
So, Indy Center, American 1200. What can we expect for our arrival and runway into KORD? See if they can give that to us now.
American 1200. Expect the ILS runway 28 center approach into Cord. Runway 28 center is assigned for arrival.
28 center.
Expecting ILS, runway 28 center approach.
Let's set that
Runway
up.
28 center assigned for arrival. American 1200.
Cord. Arrivals. 28 center.
Indianapolis Center, Candidate 7 is with you, flight level 340.
Canada 87, Indianapolis Center. Good
Watson
afternoon.
arrival. So we'll look for the Watson arrival.
Indianapolis Center, Delta 13 Heavy with you at flight level 320.
Delta 113, Heavy, Indianapolis Center. Good afternoon.
That's odd. It's inserted. Back in this again. Call message. Messages. Contact Indy Center on 135.135. Please check in with voice. She already did that. So we'll go. Nice. So cool to have that in there. So yeah, so a little bit about my flight sim. What I got set up right now is I have multiple screens.
Indianapolis Center, United.
Couple of the big screens is actually TV. I think it's like a 42-inch TV.
Roger.
Fits great. Works awesome for my main screen. Looks good. I've got an old 24-inch monitor over here to my left. Old, but it works for running, you know, some of my admin stuff like Navigraph charts, my Say Intentions board. In front of me, I've got a new 34-inch flat screen that works great as a my instrument screens. It's got my engine instruments. It's got my nav instruments. My heads-up display, basically. And what I've done is I run a program that actually pulls those off the sim, and I can place them and size them. Eventually, what I'll do is I'll 3D print like an overlay that'll sit over that, so it'll look like the real cockpit, and then I'll have the screen behind it so that it actually looks like separate little BFDs and MFDs. Then again, of course, someday I'll also have, you know, the autopilot up here along the top. Windwing makes a pretty decent one. It's pretty realistic. And then they've got other things now. Windwings come out with models, all the other stuff. It'll look pretty good. Running a cheap, really cheap Amazon Fire tablet for my MCDU, so it just works right off of my my IP address. I just can pull it right in here, and so that way I can interact with the MCDU really easily. They make an MCDU. Windwing does. It looks just like the real thing. Someday. They're not super expensive, but this works for now. I got a couple of these. It works great. I've got an old Surface tablet that works great as my electronic flight bag. It's an old one that...
American 2450, contact Washington Center on 128.6.
Perfect. It's just like the real thing.
28.6, American 2450. Good day.
Right now it's just kind of sitting on a shelf. Pull it when I need it. I have the Ursa Minor flight stick, which is a really good representation of the Airbus flight stick. Also, I like flying the Vision Jet on occasion. I used to fly it a lot more, but it's a side stick like this, so it'll kind of emulate that a little bit, which is kind of neat. Let's see. Where's our top of descent? How far are we out from our top of descent? Still quite a bit of ways. 286 miles from our TD top of descent. That'll come fairly quickly, though. We're making good time.
250, Vision Jet 2431. Vision 2431, requesting new
flight cruising altitude for 250.
So, what you hear in the background is saying
Vision 2431. Climb and maintain flight level 250.
250, Vision 2431.
It's an AI program that runs comms, so acts as like your controllers in real life. It's not bad. Some of the voices you'll hear are actual live people that are flying. The way I've got it set, I don't have a lot of CAN like recorded, so I tried to set it up so like you're hearing the actual people that are flying right now, pulling it up, and you can hear them in the background. I'm going to also do more VATSIM stuff here in the future, where they actually use real controller, or real people act as real controllers. I've flown VATSIM quite a few times. I do it more often when my mouth isn't hurting as much if I don't sound goofy. But yeah, I'm going to stream more. Like, subscribe to the page. That way you can, I think you can receive notifications when I start streaming if you want to talk. You can join the chat on YouTube. Need to create a button. Yeah, I got one up there. I think that works. You hit that button up at the top of the screen. I think it will actually show. Actually bring you to the page. I guess I could try and bring that up now. Side page here.
United 55 Indianapolis Center. Climb and maintain flight level 370.
Climb and maintain flight level 370 for United 55.
United 755, contact Washington Center on 128.6.
Over to Washington Center on 28.6 for United 755.
United 55 Indianapolis Center. Climb and maintain flight level 370.
So can you hear me?
Climb and maintain flight level 370 for United 55. United 755, contact Washington Center on 128.6.
Over to Washington Center on 28.6 for United 755.
Hopefully you can hear me. Sounds quiet. I'll have to mess with the audio settings some. I don't think I have it set really well. Hopefully you can hear me. I'll have to mess with the audio settings some. It looks decent. I do like the tab across the top. I think that looks good. Not sure if the tip jar works.
Climb and maintain flight level 290 American 523.
American 523, climb and maintain flight level 320. flight level 320, American 523. American 523, contact Indianapolis Center on 126.375.
Funny face. Yeah, totally new to streaming, so this will be a learning curve, I'm sure, just like anything else.
Descending flight level 300, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Citation Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, descend and maintain flight level 180.
Descending 180, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Citation Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, descend and maintain 6,000.
See what it looks like outside today. Pretty pretty. Coming up on Illinois soon. Good looking airplane. I think the A350 looks even better. I just think it's a sharp looking airplane. So yeah, I'm gonna work on the sound. Ooh, that was better. I'm gonna work on the sound, work on this vertical output, make it look better. Work on the tip jar, even if it works. Oh, I can hide stuff on both the vertical. Nice. Test widgets. Tip. Whoa! So that's what it looks like. Nice. Membership. Yay! That works. Merch. John bought a t-shirt. I don't have t-shirts. Maybe someday.
Contact Indianapolis Center on 135.425. Contact Indianapolis.
Oh, they work.
135.425, Delta 1482, see you. American 128, contact Indianapolis Center on 125.075.
Fun. All right, we're about to reach our ETP. ETP. Oh, mouth. So the ETP is, it's like a middle of your flight. Don't remember what I cannot talk. Oh my gosh. Having a tooth out of your mouth kills your talking ability. So like this is our head to the, it's our turnaround point. You know, the middle of the flight plan, basically. You can either turn around right now, it's shorter, or you can just keep right on going. So it's like your halfway point. Let's see, what else has been going on? Work's been going good. Pretty busy. We survived the government shutdown for now. Going to see what happens again in January, see if they vote to keep the government open or if we're going to get laid off again. Because there won't be any local businesses or communities keeping us open during the winter. It's just not going to happen. And the reason they funded the Smokies is because the tourist dollars. So hopefully they can come up with a budget, but the way they argue like little kids, who knows? We'll see.
Vision for Romeo Kilo, Indianapolis Center. Good afternoon.
So yeah, if anybody wants to comment on the videos, feel free to do so. Suggestions, tips, hints. If you're a flight simmer and like to stream, let me know what sucks. I'm sure most of it. If you're not, you're a pilot. Hey, I am not perfect. Like I said, I'm not a current on my license. I got my private back, 20 years ago. Gosh, it's been a long road. Love to be flying still, but hey. And it sucks too, because I live in Knoxville. So I drive home to and from work at the Smokies. Whenever I come home, I come right up Alcoa Highway, which is right next to the airport and right next to Cirrus. So, that would be like one of my dream airplanes, like a Cirrus prop. The lotto, winning the lotto would be a Vision Jet. That ain't gonna happen. But yeah, like big time dream would be like to own, a turbo 22, Cirrus. Be awesome. Those of you that have them are lucky. And I watch a lot of YouTubers that make videos. I found a recent one. She's an awesome pilot. And her background is so interesting. She's like a former Disney princess, and now she does a lot of different stuff. And her videos are great. She's an excellent pilot. It's got nothing to do with the fact that she's a woman. It's just, she goes on a little bit about why people, oh, I don't look like a pilot. You look like a pilot. You definitely sound like one. Okay, so I'm going to look at my messages came in. And it's actually awesome. It actually tells me, let me show this. So you look down here, it actually says, expect the Watson for arrival. I'll start your descent in about 20 minutes. If you'd like to descend, what the hell? Something happened. Autopilot came off. That was weird. Is that a T? Is that an aircraft? Sometimes it does this in the sim. Like if it transitions across the boundary layer, it'll do some really weird stuff. Okay, so we're back. Autopilot's back on.
Good afternoon, Indianapolis Center, Delta 148.
Just said now, just say the word. We're not going to descend quite yet. But let's
Delta 148 to Indianapolis Center,
acknowledge that so they know. It's been received by ATC. So we're set up right now for our arrival and our approach. It's programmed in. Let's double check our descent, our approach. Everything's good, and we will check our approach again one more time before we come in. Got to re-enter the borrow and clean that up. Top of descent's 199 miles away, so we've still got some time.
Indianapolis, good afternoon. Delta 1828 with you. Flight level is 250.
Delta 1828, Indianapolis Center. Good afternoon.
Which I've been watching some great YouTubers lately. Sarah Nautics is her YouTube channel. Check it out. She's a Cirrus pilot. She's got her own aircraft. She's actually had a couple really interesting emergencies and handled them awesome. So she's a lot of fun to watch. She's an awesome pilot. And she's talkative, so you really get into the way her thinking works as she flies. So it's kind of like you can really see her process, I guess is a good way to put it, as she flies. So it's fun to watch. 74 Gear is another one of my favorites. I watch him all the time. Some of his breakdown videos are great. The Flight Doc, Mentor Pilot's another good one that I watch. Yeah, Don. I actually met Don. Don Aviates. He's a Vision Jet pilot, instructor, I think. He owns a company that does a lot of Vision Jet stuff and gets people their hours, does ferry work. He used to make some great videos. He hasn't made as many lately. He's probably been busy. I think his business was running like crazy, but he makes some great videos on the Vision Jet. Or great videos. Oh my god. On the Vision Jet. I had to remember Don Aviate. Don't remember the name of his company, but it's cool. Actually got to sit in his Vision Jet when I met him. That was like super cool. That's when I was flying the Vision Jet in the sim quite a bit. I think he even joked, I bet you could start it and take off. I says, I probably could, but I don't want to go to jail. That would be bad. So, top of descent, 179 miles and counting. You can see it looks like it's cleared up quite a bit. I think it's going to be pretty going into Chicago. My parents live in Chicago, or Cary. They live close to Chicago. I guess Chicago got like 8 inches of snow. Expecting even more. I gotta see if I got some water. Yeah, there it is. And I'm being very careful with the straw. Not supposed to be using straws, but kind of block it with my tongue. The bad tooth. Tooth. The tooth. Remember the tooth. Oh, there's Pearl. The dog. Hey, Pearl. What you doing, girl? Where you at? You over here? Hey, girl. Come on. I'll say hi. Come on. Up. Up. Get up here? No, she's not. Pearl's a Staffordshire Terrier. Beast. Dumber than a bag of hammers. Wow, it's pretty up here today. Just imagine if this was real. Look at that. Pretty day up at 36,000 feet. Pearl, leave me alone. I'm trying to fly.
Indy Center, Scout, November 3-1 Alpha Tango is with you 4,000. Skyhawk 3-1 Alpha Tango, Indianapolis Center. Good afternoon, Spencer altimeter 30.06.
All right, we're getting close to the Watson 4 arrival. I'm going to pull it up on my charts here. I'm actually going to pull it up on Navigraph. Brief the approach here, check it over. It's pretty standardized. There aren't really any altitude restrictions, I don't think. 228.
250. Climb and maintain flight level 250, American.
Not sure how it works in the real life.
American 523. Climb and maintain flight level 260.
I assume since it's not published,
Flight level 260, American 5.
ATC's real active in your descent. But this approach brings you in over the lake. Oh, where's it going? Of course, I always check on my Navarots charts, the arrival, the 28 center to see what my taxi may look like. Like this right here as I exit the runway, exit to the right. Papa 1, not sure, they'll probably have me go Delta Delta over to these feeders and then into the terminals. Now, using say intentions, the taxis are not always great from what I've noticed, but they're getting better, and they actually have a tool that you can help them learn, but I haven't messed with it that much. I'm still trying to get used to flying again and getting comfortable with the flow, get back in the flow of the A320. And my head tracker's not working, I don't know why. There's another, it won't shut down either. Try to exit it. Let's see if it'll restart. So I use Track IR. I have an arm attached to my headset that tracks my head movement. And it's not working. That'll need a system reset, I imagine. Running a lot of mods. A lot of software programs. A lot of them interfere with each other. Nope, company message. Let's see, it might be our gate arrival. Telex. Expect Terminal 3 H12. And it's showing displayed in say intentions. So it'll actually come up proper. So Terminal 3 H12. So I'm going to go on GSX, make sure that's set. KORD is planned. Terminal 3 H12. No, not that. Show all positions. G, where's H? Did I mess it up? Yes, I did. Let me choose another one. I had to choose one so I can unchoose it. Change facility. Terminal 3 Hotel. There we go. Hotel 12. There we go. American White Airlines. Safe up system activated at the requested parking. Yay. Alright, we're on the Watson Fort. So I've got my descent starting along Haupo. I probably started a little earlier. I think it was working on these approaches near Prunk or Watson. I think is where I started descent on my last flight into Chicago.
Clearance 1620, contact Indianapolis Center on 134.0.
Cirrus.
Climb flight level 250.
Indianapolis Center, United 510, flight level
Running two cameras. I got a webcam right here, and then I pulled my 360.
United 510, Indianapolis Center, Roger.
Or my pull that off the kayak, try it, see how it looks. Kind of get a shot of the cockpit layout. Let's check on the weather here.
2 Delta Whiskey radar contact. 11 miles southeast of Wyandotte County Airport.
Not interesting on my flight path.
350.
Pretty clear.
The altimeter 2977.
So on our descent, I'm going to look at our weather again really quick.
Vision 2 Delta Whiskey altimeter 29.77.
2977. We are at a flight level. We do not need
For our approach. Check it. Now I could do this actually over the radio. I can pull it up. This is a little easier. I don't have the radio knobs that are really easy to tune right now. It's not easy to tune them in the sim, so it's easier just to check it on my electronic flight bag. It's the same information. Altimeter's 3040, check. Temperature -2. Winds are 360 with 3. We'll enter that in. Let's look at the chart for the borough. Okay, for the approach. ILS is 851 foot for the decision altitude. Set. It pops up here, lets me know that it's active. So the initial approach fix is Linda at 9,000 for this approach. So let's take a look at the flight plan here. Make sure there's no discontinuities, which we'll have to correct that right there. Okay. That's showing our descent after Hoppo. Message just popped up. Contact Indianapolis Center on 135.8. And she's checking in.
Good afternoon.
Please check in with voice. That's cool. It's cool the sim does that as realism. Otherwise I'd be doing all this myself, and technically it's not really. These type of aircraft aren't built to fly with one person, so it's kind of neat to have a real co-pilot. I'll Wilco that message and send it. Otherwise it'll keep chirping at me. Snow. Look out and see the snow in Chicagoland. Actually, we're in Indiana right now. And we'll probably start a descent here in about.
Indianapolis Center, sunwing 96997, leaving 13,000 for 4,000.
Seatbelts on.
Descend and maintain 4,000.
Descend and maintain 4,000, sunwing 97.
Descend and maintain 4,000.
Sunwing 97, roger, descend and maintain 4,000.
Let's see. Looking for a setting. I don't see it.
Delta 2341, Indianapolis, descend and maintain flight level 270.
Descend and maintain flight level 270. Delta 2341.
Sorry.
Delta 2341, descend and maintain flight level 190.
Flight level 190 for Delta 2341.
Indianapolis Center, American 1200, looking to start our descent along the Watson 4 arrival, American 1200.
American 1200, cleared Watson 4 into Chicago. At your discretion, descend and maintain flight level 260.
260. She should answer for me. Maybe. Descend flight level 260, American 1200. 260. Set. We'll start our descent.
Chicago Center, American 1200. Good afternoon. Maintaining flight level 360.
No.
Cleared Watson 4 into Chicago. Descend and maintain flight level 260 at our discretion. American 1200.
We just got to contact Chicago Center. That's what she was doing.
Indianapolis Center, cleared Watson 4 arrival into Chicago. Descend and maintain flight level 260 at your discretion.
We got it. Roger, change to advisory frequency for Delta Sierra.
Make sure your seatbacks and tray
Cleared
tables
Watson 4
are
arrival
in
into
full
Chicago.
upright position.
Descend and maintain
Ensure
flight
that
level
your
260
lights
at our
below the
discretion.
seat in front of you
American
are in
1200.
overhead bins. Keep all electronic devices turned off until we arrive safely at the gate. Thank you.
Switch over to Chicago Center and check in. Switch over to Chicago Center and check in. One 126.325. I'll check in then. Chicago Center, American 1200's with you, descending through flight level 343.
American 1200, Chicago Center, good afternoon.
So on our descent, we've checked our arrival. Approach phase is set. Winds are pretty calm. We're descending at about 1,000 feet per minute.
1509, contact Chicago approach on 133.625.
A shallow descent into Chicago.
Contact approach on 133.625, American 1509.
Oh, my face hurts today.
Chicago Center.
It's a cool view.
The approach frequency for United 4190.
Definitely a cool view.
964, United 4190.
United 4190, contact Chicago approach on 125.0.
Looks cold down there. Looks way too cold down there. Heck, even here in East Tennessee, it's been chilly. Working in the mountains, it's interesting because, you know, here in Knoxville, we don't have any snow. But driving into work, you know, the elevation change, there's snow up on the mountain. Catch a little bit of snow sometimes coming into work or going home.
Chicago Center, United 141.
It's like I can go drive to work and see snow.
Midway by Payne 5 arrival. United 141, descend and maintain 16,000.
So nobody hopped in chat. That's a shame.
For United 141.
That's all right. I got like 0 viewers. Maybe someday, right? But yeah, if you watch this video, comment on what you'd like to see, what you want me to talk about, what you don't want me to talk about. Call me a fool, whatever. I don't care. Him's no car. Him's no car. We know what you think of the layout. Yes, I'm using the seatbelts. Why? Because it's cool. I'm a gamer. Gamers like cool stuff. It's a funny thing, my boy, JR, one of his big things is
we would like to begin our
wants to be a YouTuber.
United 4190, requested altitude.
Like, boy, you better get good at it.
190.
Everybody wants to be a YouTuber.
4190.
Now, I'm just doing this for the fun of it. Look at my arrival. There's a lot of holds in this arrival. Holding over Makita, holding over Watson, holding over Sentry. And I have holds set in say intentions at 30%. So there is a 30% chance on my approach that they will assign me a hold somewhere, which is kind of cool. But it's kind of easy using the MCDU. I practiced a couple, like entering the holds and exiting, and it's just a couple button clicks. I imagine, you know, if you're really flying and you're busy, it can be crazy, but knowing when it's coming up, it made it kind of easy. It wasn't too hard. Everything nowadays, you know, when I first became a pilot 20 years ago, everything was paper charts. You know, you're flying by, your holds are timed. You know, now everything, you just plug it into the flight computer and go. That's why Cirrus, man, are awesome. Everything is so nicely laid out. Autopilots are great. Everything is just so nice nowadays.
Turn right heading 315, American 1509.
Another American? Oh, that's one of ours.
133.625, American 1509.
It's like, if I look at my dashboard, I might pull that up too. I'll show you guys while we're descending here.
904, flight level 360.
Pull up in a view.
Watch for arrival. Roger.
Oh, let me sign in real quick. I want you to see my sign in. I don't think you can. So this is the dashboard for my virtual airline. And I was a member last year and got busy with work, so I dropped off. But I came back. I had to start all over. So I've got 20 flights since I started over, 43 hours. And it's cool. You can see, let's see if I can bring it up. Live map. Wow, it's broken. Ha! That sucks. Let's see, try it again.
United
Call
2365,
to
I
undefined.
hate to do this to you. The fuel truck spilled fuel near the taxiway. Cleanup is underway. Hold it, Makita is published. Left turns. We'll get you out of there soon.
Yep, they just terminated my CPDLC. Nice. Show you that message real quick.
Maintain 5000, turn left heading 225.
Descent started.
09.
CPDLC service terminated. Very cool. Log off. Alright. That messaging is just so cool. That'll make when I do an across the pond journey a lot more fun. Something to mess with. Where'd that go? Did I close it? I think I closed it.
American 1200, Chicago Center, descend and maintain 12700. Turn right heading 310, vectors for the ILS, runway 28 center approach.
Yep, gotta turn.
And maintaining 12,700. Right turn heading 310 for vectors to the ILS runway 28 center approach. American 1200.
Turn right to 310. Let's see how his vectors work for this one. The last vector they had me do did not work out very well. They had me screaming down. Of course, I got dinged by the airline.
Contact Chicago Center on 135.15.
It's like, well, sorry, they had me
2870, see ya.
screaming down.
Like up 240, Southwest 4976.
Skywest 4976, descend and maintain 16,000.
It's 60 miles. Still got quite a bit of altitude drop. Let's see if we can bring this vertical speed down a little bit more. That's a shortcut. Imagine he's probably going to have me intercept at Lindu, between Vogler and Lindu.
Clear to Watson for arrival into Chicago. Beginning our descent down to flight level 250, Delta 1121 Heavy.
Delta 1121, heavy. Descend and maintain 16,000.
Heavy.
Descend and maintain 16,000, Delta 1121 Heavy.
He's heavy. Sending to 23.6.
American 1200, turn left heading 285.
285.
Left heading 285. American 1200.
Set. Nice. Bringing me over here. Do some weird stuff. Imagine it'll give me vectors that'll bring me in somewhere close to one of these waypoints, and then I'll just go direct to... You better hurry up, I gotta go pee. pass through flight level 200. Ding, 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 ding. Blowing me up. Somebody blow me up. We're going to do ATC. Standard set. QNH is 3036. It's a little simulator cheat there. I could call up and see exactly what it is, but and it might change in the sim. But if you press B on the keyboard, it automatically sets the barometer or the QNH.
American 1200, turn right heading 310.
310.
Turning right heading 310.
I'll drop my
American
phone.
1200.
Got me vectoring all over the place. See, he almost had me, you know, he could have just kept me coming straight. Maybe he's had me helping me bleed off altitude. Because there's a restriction at 9,000. Hopefully we make that. We should. Start slowing it up here in a minute.
American 1200, contact Chicago approach on 133.625.
133.625, Chicago approach.
On 133.625. American 1200.
You gonna contact them or what?
Chicago approach.
There she
American
goes.
1200. Good afternoon. Descending from 15,000 to 13,000.
12,000 is what they said.
American 1200, Chicago approach, descend and maintain 13,000.
They want me at 3.
Descend and maintain 13,000. American 1200.
Easy enough to set.
United 3220, contact Chicago Tower on 128.15.
Start slowing down.
Chicago Tower 128.15, United 3220.
I'm in maintain flight level 220, turn right heading 205 vectors Bacon, then no navigation, Lindbergh 4596.
American 1200, descend and maintain 11,000.
Descend and maintain 11,000. American 1200.
Speed brake. Start bringing
American 1224 with you, climbing through 3000.
American 1224, climb and maintain flight level 210.
Direct evac data file 2218.
American 332, contact Chicago Tower on 128.15.
But a speed brake, Joey, to bring that speed in line a little bit better as we descend. Up over the, almost over Gary, Indiana, over the lake. Yeah, I know the speed brake's on. Speed brake coming off. Speed brakes are armed. Yeah, their vectors suck. This might get interesting.
1200, descend and maintain 5000.
Descend and maintain 5,000, American 1200.
I have to drop like a stone. Get your vomit bags ready, people. This is going to be fun. Passing 10,000. Oops, come on.
American 1200, proceed direct Hazel. Descend and
Direct
maintain
Hazel.
4000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 28 center approach.
Proceeding direct Hazel. Descend and maintain 4,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 28 center approach. American 1200.
Got about 18 miles to Hazel. Got about 4,000 feet. We can make it. Let's activate our approach phase. Bring our speed bugs more in alignment here. Speed brake's still down, yes. Yeah, I know, speed brake's still out. We gotta drop some altitude here. Only 2,100 feet per minute. Sitting at about 230. Right at the edge of flaps 1. I'm going to bring him in here in a minute. Flaps 1.
Speed checked.
Chicago Center, Delta 59 Heavy, say again. Delta 59 Heavy, climb and maintain flight level 410. Climb and maintain flight level 410, Delta 59 Heavy.
Approach activated. Cat 3 single. Borrow 851. Glide slope in the blue. Loc in the blue. We're tuned into IVZE on 108.95, showing 19.9 miles. 7.5 from Hazel at 4,000. Gear are still up. the speed brake, we can disengage.
Negative, we do not have the traffic on our
Set.
radar or in sight. United
Spoilers
202.
It's going to be a medium auto
United
brake.
202, maintain current altitude and heading. Report when you have the traffic in sight.
Southwest 1421, 2,600 for 4,000.
Southwest 1421, Chicago departure, radar contact, cleared direct hills.
We are set up good here. We had to really do some jazz hands to get her down. Jazz hands, does that even make sense? Hell, I don't know. We're going to intercept Hazel at 4,000. That was a cabin crew buzzing in. Let's see what she's got to say.
The cabin is now secure for landing.
Thank you. Cabin is secure for landing. About 2.5 from Hazel. Or excuse me, 3.1 nautical miles. That was a guesstimation. My guesstimate's needing. All right, I'm going to pull up our
American 1200, contact Chicago Tower on 128.15.
one-way chart real quick. So it's ready for when we land.
128.15. American 1200.
Got that set. Switch over. She takes so much time. Sometimes I hop on to do it myself.
Chicago Tower,
There she
American
goes.
1200. Good afternoon. We're established on the ILS approach for runway 28 center.
We're establishing now over Hazel, 4,000. Glide slope's coming in. Localizer is active.
Chicago Tower, roger. Continue approach runway 28 center.
Runway's in sight.
Delta 263, welcome to Chicago. Contact ground on 124.125.
Contact ground on 124.125.
Flaps 2. I gotta get on the ground. I gotta pee. The bane of every pilot on final approach into Chicago, and you gotta pee. On glide slope, on localizer. Cat 3 single is armed. Borrow 851. Autopilot 1. You're set. Our go around. Initials to 11. Okay.
American 1200, Chicago Tower, winds 360 at 3. Runway 28 center, cleared to land.
Cleared to land. Runway 3
Clear to
center.
land. American 1200.
2,500. American 1509, welcome to Chicago. Contact ground on 124.125.
Flaps 3. Gear down.
Ground on
Gear down.
124.125, American 1509er.
Stick shaker. You feel the stick shaking when the gears drop. It's kind of fun. Speed's coming down. Landing checklist.
Econ memo.
Landing, no blue.
Landing checklist completed.
All right. Passing SECA. On glide slope, on localizer.
Chicago Tower, American 1509, established on the localizer for the ILS approach for runway 27 center.
American 1509, Chicago Tower, roger. Continue approach runway 27 center.
4 miles out.
Roger, Wilco, American 1509.
There's one on the runway. Keep an eye on him. Make sure he gets off.
American 1509.
Little bouncy. Got a Right quartering crosswind at 7 knots. Well within our... it may change as we get closer to the ground.
1,000.
Continue.
1,000.
Flaps full.
Speed checked.
American 1598, contact departure.
Autopilot coming off.
Switching to departure on American 1598, good day.
27 Echo, contact departure.
Over to departure, 27 Echo.
A little low. Bringing that nose up just a tad. Still getting used to the Phoenix A320.
500.
Landing it, it's interesting. It's very sensitive compared to the fly-by-wire. It's a little different. You gotta fly it right down to your landing zone.
400.
400, looking good. Land.
100 above.
100 above. Looking good.
300.
Minima.
Continue.
200.
7-2, requesting pushback.
100.
Slightly nose up.
Too heavy. Say again, request.
50. 40.
20. Retard.
30.
Retard.
20.
5.
10.
Reversers.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Reverse green. To sell
Came out a little bit off the center line there.
70 knots.
70 knots. Braking. Reversers off.
American 1200, contact ground on 124.125.
Switching to ground on 124.125. American 1200.
Spoilers coming up. Exiting the runway.
Chicago ground. American 1200. Good afternoon. We're clear of the runway and ready to taxi to the gate.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Now we're clear of the
Please
runway.
remain seated with your seatbelt fastened.
Flaps coming up.
The captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. At that point, we will have
Let's see where they're going to put us.
American 1200, Chicago ground, taxi to Terminal 3, gate H12 via Papa 2, Papa 4, hold short of runway 10 left, then November 1, November, Alpha 15 Alpha. Have a good day.
If you need assistance when deboarding, please remain seated until everyone else has exited. We would be happy to help you. On behalf of the crew, I'd like
Terminal
to thank
3,
everyone
gate
for
Hotel
joining us on
12
this
via
flight.
Papa 2,
We look forward to
Papa,
seeing you
Papa
in the
4,
future.
hold
Have
short
a
of
great
runway
day.
10 left, then November 1, November, Alpha 15 Alpha. American 1200.
Where is Papa 2? Papa 2, Papa number 4. I got where we're going. Shut down engine 2. APU start. Papa 4 up on the left.
Ground, United 1495, request exit a gate.
Pushback approved. Heading tail northeast, Kestrel 253 heavy.
Taxi to Terminal 1, Gate B8.
Hold short of 28.
Whiskey 1, Whiskey Zulu, Bravo, Quebec.
Yeah, I know.
Uniform 7, uniform, taxi line, Bravo, good day.
After landing checklist.
Radar and predictive wind shear system.
Make sure that's off. Off.
After landing checklist completed.
Chicago ground. American 1200 is holding short, 10 left.
American 1200, hold short of runway 10 left, CRJ7 on the runway.
Where? That's got to pee, hurry up.
Chicago ground, can I get her squawk code again? Chicago ground, United 600, ready for the push to start. We are at gate.
Chicago ground, American 1200, holding short, 10 left. I gotta go.
Push to start approved. Tail to the north.
Well, I'm starting to lag, so we may end our stream here. As I wait. Oh, there we go. We'll see everybody later. Thanks for watching.